Follow this esoteric practice, and success is always guaranteed. Now, as a person on self improvement, I know and I understand that the vast majority of people may think of us like we are just some kind of a toxic masculinity group, like we just go to the gym, we only care about ourselves, we just listen to hard rock music while we, for example, work on our affiliate marketing businesses, and we don't care about anyone, we just do our own things. But no, it goes way beyond that. It goes way deeper than that. Exactly. It is none of this winter arc bullshit. It is not one of these, I don't know, sigma alpha males type of shit. No, no, no. It goes way beyond that when it comes to the people that are actually successful on it. The people who actually take it seriously. The 1% of the 99% who just stuck who just stick around when the new trends come. But the 1% of people that actually stick around for the long term, the actual shepherds that just, lead the sheep their own way, are the ones that actually win. And these shepherds, just like I am, they have very different routines, just in different times of the year. We don't just focus on everything in general. We always have like a primary focus on our mind when it comes to specific dates in the year. So, like for example, right now, my specific target of focus is, for example, trading. But in 3 months from now, it can be something like, I don't know, boxing. Then it can be something like playing the ukulele. Then it can be something like mastering Italian. And of course, it's not like I'm waiting to do all of these skills. I'm slowly but surely getting immersed in them, even right now. Like I already have those like 30 hours that you need to spend before spending those 9,900 hours actually mastering the skill already behind my back when it comes to trading. So all I need to do is just practice from this point onwards. That's why I have this large focus area of where I'll just analyze the gold against the US dollar market. And yeah, I'll be flying soon if I just believe hard enough, which I know I will. And then there's also stuff in my schedule like boxing, learning the Italian language, playing the ukulele, journaling, gratitude journaling, then meditating, exercising, and all of these different kinds of habits. And these kinds of habits, they don't stick around for that long. Not because I'm lazy to do them, but because after a while, after so much learning, there's just nothing new for you to learn. I mean, by the time that you are like a year in when it comes to your self mastery journey, by the time you've leveled up your discipline so much to such a degree that you're so productive, even if you come home at like 7 p.m., you still get the shit done. You still journal, you still play the ukulele, and you still go to sleep at the same time. I'm not going to lie. I was able to finish my nightly routine, which usually takes me like 40 minutes. When I came home at 7:30 p.m. and I still hit my daily sleep schedule of 20:15 p.m. That's just how disciplined and productive you get. So, of course, I master all of these skills in no time. Now, actually practicing them is what it takes a lot. So, of course, that's why I have the primary focus, the periods. And then after a while, I can just master them for the rest of my life. Of course, I will come back to them sometimes in the future, but that will be after like a couple of more focus periods, if that makes sense. And so, these skills, they always, they after a while evolved. Like, for example, I'm not gonna stick to boxing forever. Of course, after a while, I'm gonna move on to something like kickboxing, Muay Thai, karate, and all of these different kinds of martial arts that I haven't even explored yet. And then playing the ukulele, that can get evolved into playing something like the guitar, I don't know, playing the flute. I have genuinely no idea where wind will push me. I'll just have to wait and see where my inner intuition takes me. I just don't know. And so always, at least like once per 3 months, I will just think to myself, how should I rearrange my morning routine and my midday routine and my nightly routine? How should I go about them? Because of course I won't be able to do the same good old habits each and every single day. And of course, especially during the weekends and on my free days, I get everything sorted out so fast that I am just not able to even to even think about what I should do next. And that's a huge dilemma. So I always do this one practice that always makes sure that it puts me on the right path and that I know will always guarantee me success in the long term. Because it shows me the right things to do, and also it is painful as fuck to some people, but to me, at least it isn't. Because, of course, it still pushes my discipline. It makes me want to do things that I don't want to do, but in the end, it's always worth it. And first of all, before we get into it, don't just take this esoteric practice from me. Look at all of these people. I have helped even more than just them in the past. Like, I have helped them become more mindful, get stronger goals in life, remove their addictions, overcome them, I don't know, find a purpose in life, overcome sadness, depression, all of these things. And and yet they didn't even saw my Timeless Reader's Mindset course, which is linked in the description. It is truly something life-changing, and yeah, you won't regret it at all whatsoever. It will completely change your life for the more productive side, and you will get closer to God, which is the ultimate source of success in this world. So yeah, that's something that you should go check out. And now we can finally get to the practice. And it originally comes from the Bible, and I'm gonna paraphrase it right now, so I won't be able to completely say it 100% correctly, but yeah, so you'll just have to power through. And it goes, go to your room, shut the door, and just know that I'm God. And what this implies is actually a meditation that you can do every single time when you feel lost, every single time when you don't have a solution to your problems. You can always make sure to do this. And yeah, everything just will get solved for you. And what this implies is that going into your room means going into your mind. So already you can see that it is heavily linked with meditation. Then you shut the door. You shut your eyes. And why? Because your eyes deceive you. Here's the thing, my timeless reader. You don't see your eyes. You don't see the world through your eyes. You see them through your mental attitude. There's nothing objectively good or bad about the world. And here's the thing. You create the world that you see in front of yourself. Mind and matter are the same energy, but they just vibrate on a different frequency. But that's a topic for a whole nother video. So the eyes, they just deceive you. They just put you into this projection and perception feedback loop that doesn't benefit you most of the time whatsoever. You do all of this hard work, and yet you still don't know why you're still stuck in school. Well, it's because you haven't changed your mental attitude yet. And before you can't feel those emotions that you would feel in your desired reality, you won't be able to get there. So that's why you need to close your eyes, because nothing is real around you. It all originated from your mind. That's something that you should really think about. And then, the last part of it. And know that I'm God. Basically, whenever you meditate, and whenever you get yourself relaxed, and you close your eyes, and you shut off all distractions, you connect with the infinite source that is inside of you, the infinite source, the infinite intelligence inside of you that has the answers to everything. And of course, the infinite intelligence won't just give you answers directly. Like, of course, oh yeah, this is how you should do it. At 8 a.m., you should do boxing. At 7 a.m., you should learn Italian. It won't give it to you straightly, just like that. It will give it to you symbolically, and you will have to follow your inner intuition. It won't just instantly give you like a full sentence like, yeah, this is what you should replace X and Y. You understand? Like, for example, let's say that you will do this, right? You will sit down on your couch, you will go to your room, so you will cut off all distractions, all of the senses, all of the effects of our third dimensional realm, and you will go directly to the cause, which is your mind. So you will close your eyes, aka shutting the door, then you'll focus on the God that is inside of you, which is the infinite intelligence. which is, which can be conceptualized as your subconscious mind that is directly linked to the fourth dimensional realm that isn't restricted to time or space. So everything has already happened in there. So you get answers directly from where you were completely successful in that moment, by the way, which already makes this practice priceless. And yet I'm still leaking it over here to you. And then you follow the inner intuition. Of course, you don't just uh, it won't give you the answer verbally, but like I said, it will give it to you symbolically through images, through past memories, and you will have to decode it. And guess what? That inner intuition that you will get by analyzing those images is always the right answer. Because let's say that you will get a picture of a yellow balloon, for example, and you can just say to yourself, oh yeah, this reminds me of that time when I was at the carnival and I was there with this one friend that really liked to talk about karate, for example, and I always wanted to get into karate. That's the answer right there. And how do we know that it is actually the right answer and that we're not just making it up? Your inner intuition brought you there, my timeless reader. Because you completely cleanse yourself of all of the outside sources of energies of the people around you, of the of your eyesight, of your hearing, of your taste, of your touch, of your smell. You completely detach yourself from all of those outside sources. And you are plus completely relaxed. So you're directly going into your subconscious mind right now. And also you are connected with the infinite intelligence that always has the best answer for you because like I already said, it exists in that universe where you are completely the best possible version of yourself that you can become in this life already. So yeah, just follow where your inner intuition gets you to. Just always follow wherever it brings you to. Just that's it. This is the esoteric practice that will always guarantee you success. But you need to trust it. And of course, it will take you some time before you truly realize just how beneficial actually doing this will be to you. Because, yeah, in the first couple of weeks or days, it depends on what kind of person you are, you won't see actually the true benefits of it. And you will think that it might have been gap, like, yeah, maybe this wasn't the answer. You'll maybe try to. You'll maybe try to do that meditation session once again, and yeah, it might not work for you, but let me tell you, at the end of the day, it came directly from your subconscious mind. That conclusion that you came to wasn't yours, but it was of the infinite intelligence. But that's a topic for a whole another video. So go to your room, close the door, and know that you're talking to God directly. This is how you always get success in anything. Okay? And with that being said, thank you very much for watching this video, and remember, no one is better at being you